Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday, everybody. I'd say that, but good God, this Monday sucks. This has been a crappy Monday for me specifically, and apparently Dow. We it's it's been a Monday, and what better to make a Monday better than playing games? It might help if I set up the game capture to be on the right game that just shows just how great this day is going. I don't have the game popped up. I do have the game popped up. I don't have it in OBS popped up. I don't have the game audio set up. We're just a mess today. We're just a mess. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're just gonna move over to it now that I got it set up because fudge it. As I make sure the audio is working. Because I don't trust you. Okay. Audio is good. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. Welcome back to Tavern Talk. Working on couples art and trying to think how I'm going to make the cuddle puddle for the lover's card. A cuddle puddle. I love that. Yes. Uh, it's gotta be like, it should have just Yasern like arms sticking out from the bottom, like he's been smushed by everyone just dogpiling on top of him. That would be so funny. Alright. Let's start this game, yeah? What happened last time? Right, we found out. No, was that last time or the time before where we found out about the star whale? I forgot I need to turn the light down because the game is so bright that it makes my face look shiny. And as great as, as popular as glass skin is, it does not look great on camera, in my opinion, especially for streaming. That's not the button I wanted. I just wanted to dumb it down just a tiny bit. There we go. There we go. Last time. It was okay, so last time was the whale. And that's right, because we met our best himbo, half Goliath type barbarian sweetheart. And I don't have the, sadly, I don't have the lower range to do that of masculine of a voice. Best barbarians are himbos. 100% agree. Oh, I don't like the title of this one. Starlight Sonata 11. Trouble in Paradise. Oh no, oh no, oh no. You know what? This brought up the fact that we still don't know who this armored individual who sent us a letter is. We still haven't read the fucking letter. Can I read the letter? Give it to me. And we start with a boy. Fuck, I have to remember voices. Good morning. I'm just gonna stick with this for Clay so I don't break my vocal cords. Good morning, Clay. Did you sleep well? I did. It took ages for you to fall asleep. You guys shared a room? You guys shared a room. Mm-hmm. I was too excited thinking about our adventure. But I slept really well. Happy to hear that. Tia, did you sleep? She passed out right after she had some soup. I hoped that Lady Cassiopeia would send me signs of my divine mission in my dreams. Did she? I don't remember. Sounds like you slept well then. Anyhow, I see you had time to prepare the quest. Wonderful, let's get started. Let's take this one step at a time. Clay, I was looking forward to some soup. Then I hope you like lentils. I left some with your purple friend and told him to keep an eye on it. Oh, it's gone now. Oh, he ate it all. Andu enjoyed that soup greatly. Thank you for feeding my familiar, Clay. Of course. Did you two enjoy your soup? Very much. Clay is quite a talented chef, even though eating it did make me very tired. And Tia is very good cooking companion. It took a while to make, so we had a lot of time to talk. It was nice. What did you talk about? Friendship bracelets, I hope? Not quite. Many things. Like, I thought it would be fun to make her nice. One of her niece. Oh, you have a niece. One of the little dolls my granny taught me. Okay, I gotta lower my personal volume. It is blasting in my freaking ears for no reason. And I do not need a headache on top of the rest of the shenanigan of this day. The ones with the flower dresses and mini axes. I don't have any siblings or cousins, but Tia said she's gonna make little star lamps for my parents' garden. Is that so? He offered to cook for my family. And I can't offer to cook for his. My cooking skills are unimportant to my destiny. That is literally what my now excuse for things I'm not good at is this skill is unimportant to my destiny. I love that line so much. Oh. I'm not good at math. It is unimportant to my destiny. Oh, that's so funny. But I thought if I were to visit, it would be appropriate to bring some sort of thank you gift. And who wouldn't want some stars in their garden? Especially now. That sounds lovely. Have you ever visited the Highlands before? No, not this far, though I have always wanted to. Our snow dragon building competitions are famous. I've never heard of those. Oh. But they do sound intriguing. When I was young, one of my favorite stories of Elysian told me was that of the ever-burning flame. It is said that to have been a gift from Leviathan to the first mortals. Along with it, he bestowed the power of elemental manipulation upon his chosen. I remember last time was lots and lots of exposition. I vaguely recall there being another version where it's one of his guardians stole the flame from him instead. Blasphemous hearsay is all that is. We should be thankful for the gifts he has given us. I've always wanted to pay my respects to the flame, and it just happens to still be burning in an ancient temple in the Highlands, keeping the hope of Asteria alive for eternity. So I'm looking forward to seeing it in person sooner rather than later, and with a local guide, no less. I've never visited it before either, but I once went to the Autumn Glow Festival in Valkyria. You can see the temple from there. The Autumn Glow Festival? What's that about? I'm sure he can tell you all about it another time. Please, let's get back to the quest. One more question. Fine, one more. What should I ask? What should I ask? Do I want to know her favorite color? Favorite food? Favorite edible? Color. I like colors. Are you serious? Who cares about such? Damn it. I feel like it would have been that answer no matter what. Me too. Fine, I shall indulge you both. It's turquoise. Ah. Interesting. I thought it would be purple. No, purple is a beautiful color. The color of my order, in fact. But turquoise is calming and beautiful. Exactly that. I ship them. with you, Dal. I ship them so hard. They're so cute together. You should wear more turquoise then. Wearing your favorite color is like free happiness. It sure is. It sure is, Clay. Such things do not matter to me. Representing my order is much more important. If you say so, Clay, what's your favorite color? Orange. The color of friendship. Character information unlocked. Oh, so that unlocked more information about her? Apparently she never learned how to cook and crowned her to her apprentice. Her appearance, her favorite color is actually turquoise, not purple. Oh yeah, so it's little information. A good choice. Now, the quest. Of course. Would you like me to dye it turquoise? No. So I'm assuming you're going together? Unfortunately, I was going to go alone, but Clay insisted on coming along. Why is that unfortunate? It's a very dangerous quest, and he is not practiced in the way of divine warrior. Could you imagine if he tried to befriend some bleak stalkers? That'd make for a fun story, I'd think. But if you really want to do this alone, you could just go by yourself. Who would make her soup then? He's right. He's got her there. Exactly. That makes sense. Plus, I need to make those bleak stalkers. I've never seen any before, and I can't wait to find out what they like to eat. They like to eat you. Only if they're hungry. Could you at least try to be reasonable? I am. Local creatures can be very helpful. I know they can be dangerous too. Of course, it's important to have your guard up so you can defend yourself when they're scared. How about flies? Generally, if you approach anything... Oh, thank you so much for the 6 months, friend. I appreciate you. Generally, if you approach anything non-violently, they'll like you more. Maybe the innkeeper can give us some extra charisma too, so we can convince them to help us out. I could offer you some honey flowers as well. They can be very inspiring, even to bleak stalkers. I think so, at least. I've never tested that one out, actually. We could test for you. Nonsense. We need to head into this knowing we have to fight our way through. The name Bleak Stalkers doesn't exactly inspire confidence in their hospitality. Not to mention there could be many more dangerous monsters roaming the abandoned Everbloom. We need to refresh our strength and hope that our mortal weapons will be enough to damage them. If that's a concern, I could offer some citron. It's infused with divine properties that'll bless your weapon strikes. With a little help from the dragons, no creature should be able to withstand you, no matter how bleak. Citron can only be found deep within Forbidden Valley. However, would you even have access to that? Oh, you know. No, I don't. Anyway, I think both use of your strategies could work. Strength and citron will let you fight your way through any danger in no time, but the right mix of defense, charisma, and honey flowers might offer a more unconventional solution. Can you help us decide? I don't want to argue. Sure. Right, this one. Okay, do we want to go fighty fight or do we want to go defense and charisma? What's the consensus? What is this hair? What? Hello? Why? Let him attempt to make friends. Of course you two say the opposite. When in doubt, grab a dice. Alright, alright. We're D6. So odds will be fight. Evens will be charisma. Hiya. That is a 4. That is an even. So we are going charisma. So we want high defense and charisma. So which one is high defense and charisma? That has a little bit of charisma with it. Ooh, that one. 1,000 wins, 100%. And then we were supposed to add a flower. She said citron, which is the gemstone. Okay. So there's too many things. So we want this one. We want that with the dice. Where's the dice? This one. The dice. Perfect. Kind of the opposite direction of what we need. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We'll make it work. We will not make it work. All right. Here you go, bud. All right. Let's try that again. So we need something else. But we need that to start off with. Okay. So not that one. What's another defense one? There we go. Frosted Lagoon, because it has charisma as well. That one should be perfect. And that's already got there, and then all we need is that guy, right? Heh. Boom. It's not the right drink. What do you mean? What do you mean? Did I not do the right infusion? Oh, maybe it wasn't the right... Oh, so it's not citron that we need. It was honey flower. Oh. So maybe I did do it right the first time. Yeah, this one's honey flower. Oh, maybe I did do it right the first time. What do you mean? What do you mean? Did I not add enough? What's going on here? Oh, where did Citron go? Ugh, I have to start over. I think I have too many. Okay. Citron. Okay. We need 2 charisma. Okay. Then we need 2 defense. It still says it's not the right drink. What is going on? Now I did honey flower. Maybe it's not the right defense drink then. Oh, because it says 3 defense and 1 charisma. Okay, then yeah, it is the wrong. It is Frosted Lagoon. Okay. Even though it's negative? That's so weird. I don't like this. This bothers me greatly. I can't get it with that one either. Alright, Andrew, who's there more? Because something's not right here. Is there a different defense one? It didn't like 1,000 Winds. Maybe it's first snow? Let's try first snow. It's gotta be this one. And then a charisma. Oh, no, wait. Don't need a charisma. It already had a charisma. Put that back. Need a... There we go. All right. All right. We figured it out. That was probably the most complicated one yet. I don't know why that was so difficult. I would love to hear the story about you befriending those bleak stalkers. Or at the very least, how their teeth were no match against your armor. Or your pecs. Plus, this worked well for you last time, Tia. Let's hope I'll be lucky again. Fine, I trust your judgment, Innkeeper. Good, you should. Thank you for all your help, Innkeeper. But we should get going now. Indeed. Wait, why are you in such a hurry? Yesterday I met Fable at the farmer's market and they helped me pick out the right vegetables for the soup. And then they invited me to their barbecue on the 31st of Caspia. So we need to make it back in time for that. You can always leave early if it takes too long. And what about you? What about me? You're also coming. I have to work. You also have to eat. Saving the world is bound to make you hungry. And you might even have fun. Who knows? You have fun? I will consider it. Let's hurry then. Let's. Innkeeper, can you let Fable know we'll be back in time? Of course. I'll let them know as soon as they grace my tavern with their presence again. Oh yeah, Grace should know too. I think she's bringing her famous fortune nuggets. I'll tell her as well. I wish you a successful quest. It shall be so. See you soon. I love him. I love him so much. It's Terry again. It's the Terry copy. Greetings, Innkeeper. Hello, Archie. Good to see you again. It's always a delight to be here. It makes me feel like I'm part of something bigger already. I'm glad to hear that. Speaking of which, were you able to help those farmers out? Oh, yes. Talking to Fable was truly inspiring. They were so right. The farmers really had no interest in gold or other riches. So instead, I helped them with reconstructing their land, barns, houses, with my own 2 hands. I even got some blisters from it. You should not be excited about blisters. Please go get those taken care of. remnants of my first ever heroic deed. Very exciting and painful. Now that I think about it, do you have a recipe for a drink that could help out in this specific situation? I want to be able to help every single farmer with ease. I want to lift the heaviest logs and steel myself from the most stubborn splinters. You're right, a drink like that is still missing from my recipe book. Let me think of something. Oh, thank you dearly. When I was making my way to your tavern, I walked past an astounding duo of adventurers. A stunning seraph and a massive half-giant. They were so utterly impressive. I aspire to be like them someday. It feels like I'm in a book, like I delved headfirst into one of the stories on my bookshelf. Magic and adventurers surrounding me with every step, and unknown, lurking dangers in the shadows. This is so exciting. But now I'm just daydreaming. Originally, I came here seeking one of your magical drinks. Of course. What would you like? Preferably something that'll help me defend myself from devious dangers, like splinters in my hand. The drink I had last time did... Well, I presumed it did something, but those splinters were a real nuisance, I'll tell you that. I got you, don't worry. Alright, let's get him some defense. Some super defense. Do we want him to have... Oh, or do we want to... Let's give him the steel tonic, because that's new. Steel tonic. So, we need to infuse it with something because it has something in both speed, strength, adventurers get splinter and bruises and dirt under their nails. Good. They sure do. That one negates one of them. I don't want that. No. Oh, but that one plus. That could work. That one could also work. We're going to go with the dice. So we need 2 of these. 1 of these. And then 1 of these. Steel tonic. We got it. Ta-da! Protection against your arch nemesis, splinters. Here you go. I can already feel my skin getting tougher. Helping people grow calluses is my secret party trick. Maybe I should bring my friend here someday. Your drink mixing magic is quite peculiar, really. Oh, your friend? Is he from Windmore as well? That is correct. I've known him since we were kids. Mostly due to our parents being of similar wealth and influence, I think we were kind of chosen to be friends. We decided to write each other letters when he's not here in Zenith. He's actually in a kind of dire situation right now. You see, he's a diplomat, deeply involved in the whole Diria mainland negotiations. Is he a giant robot? Is his name Terry? Is his name Dodie? Due to him nearly getting kidnapped during his last business trip in Diria, he decided to fire his entire personal security crew. If you ask me, his reaction was a little over the top, but I don't interfere with his decisions, so now he doesn't have any bodyguards, and I would like to help him. But honestly, I have no clue what I should do. He definitely doesn't need more money, just like the farmers didn't. He's got more than enough as it is. I mean, if you're brave enough, you could volunteer to be his bodyguard. Splendid idea! I like how you think, innkeeper. But I don't know if I'd be strong enough, even if you're magically infused drinks. He might need more protection than I could offer. Well, I still do a thing with quests. Oh, you're right. I could just hang up a quest on your pin board. And then some brave adventurers will offer to help us out. My friend means the world to me. I would never forgive myself if something happened to him. So you're looking for the best bodyguards in Zenith? Absolutely. Well, I already have some folks in mind that are more than qualified for the job to do the job. Let's just hope my quest writing skills are enough to attract the right people. Do you write a lot? No. Yes. Sometimes. I love to write stories with cunning and courageous adventurers. Somehow they always manage to get out of the most dreadful situations by cheating death multiple times. But that's, well, writing doesn't really fit the image of a heroic adventurer himself, does it? Terry would not agree with you. Why would I dream of other people's journeys if I could live the tales myself? You've got a fair point. Also, it's always easier to write about things you've experienced firsthand. Absolutely. Oh, I can't wait to see my friend again and help him out. I'll be more than prepared. Fable also offered to teach me how to use a bow. How could I say no to such an enticing offer? Getting taught by the Fable of the Ashen Grove themselves? It's more than I could have ever dreamed of. They also mentioned another friend of theirs, an imposing Volkakin lady named Lynn. I'm calling her Lynn. I can never pronounce her name properly, and I'm calling her the nickname that I gave her. Do you know her by any chance? Oh, Lynn? Yes. I know her quite well. She's a regular. A regular? Oh, innkeeper, you're just full of surprises. This tavern is full of hidden treasures. Apparently, Lady Lynn is bored because her newest protege is on a mission and hasn't returned yet. So she'll be joining my training with Fable. Oh, you're in for a ride. How thrilling. I nearly can't contain my excitement. But for now, I've got to think of the right words for the job posting. Don't worry about that. Assembling quests for patrons is one of my services. Really? That would be so helpful. I got you. You'll have the perfect crew of bodyguards for your friend assembled in no time, trust me. Thank you so much, and also thank you for the drink. Coming here is always a delightful source of inspiration. I'm always happy to help. Until then, innkeeper. See you next time, adventurer. New person, and he looks like Molly! Hey, how's it going? Hello, come on in. A bard. Look at that instrument. You can't tell me this motherfucker ain't a bard. You can't tell me this motherfucker ain't a bard. This is a cute little tavern, I'm not going to lie. Wasn't that convinced from the outside, but the interior is really adorable. I'm glad. Are you accustomed to more opulent exteriors? For sure, but I do enjoy the cozy feeling of a simple tavern. Mm-hmm. You know, it's good being away from the hustle and bustle of the big city sometimes. I get that. Are you new in town? I am. How did you know? It's been a while since I last saw a phantasm around here. That's all. I just took a guess. Ah, so that's what tieflings are called in this world. Ah, I see. I came here straight from the capital. Just needed a moment to breathe. You get me? Oh, I do. That's why I settled here on the outskirts of Zenith. This town is big enough for me to never run out of work, but small enough to not feel overwhelmed. Yeah, exactly. So, you run this business in Keep? Correct. Just me, my familiar, and the tavern. Oh, and all the regulars that come here, of course. Of course. And with whom do I have the pleasure today? Perhaps one of my next regulars? Who knows? Maybe. The name's Voyage, but you may call me Voy. I hate him. Lovingly. I hate him. Alright, Voy, I got it. What can I get for you today? Well, I mean, a drink would be the way to go, I suppose. Wait, don't tell me you haven't heard of me. Not one of them. God. Not one of them. Not yet, I'm afraid. I suppose suppose I should have? I'm the Voy, the famous boss. I fucking knew it! Ring any bells? Nope. Well, I guess you'll have to get to know me then. And what better way to do that than with a fine drink made by the finest innkeeper? You're a real sweet talker, aren't you? I guess I am. Yeah. Is there something specific you'd like? No. Surprise me with something that'll make me even more irresistible, like a real Prince Charming. So charisma. Motherfucking charismatic motherfucker. Sorry, that was aggressive. I hate him. I love him and I hate him. Does that make sense? Like, hell yeah, charismatic motherfucker. But at the same time, I want to punch him. I'm just gonna give him spoken heart. That's all he gets. He don't get nothing fancy. He just gets the fucking simple shit. Fuck him. Right, need defense. My brain is like, I'm doing something wrong. May this drink give you an untwistable silver tongue. Silvery barbs. God damn it, now I'm getting fucking Cassius vibes. I'm so mad. Except he wouldn't be like, oh, so you have heard of me. No. Definitely more like Flynn Rider type of energy. Oh, this is good. Nearly as good as my musical talent. I have a feeling this drink might influence your next performance. Will it boost my charisma even further? You'll have to wait and see. Let's just say you might want to come back afterwards to get another drink. Oh, now you're teasing me. How about you tell me more about you now? Don't you want me to get to know you better? Hold on tight to your counter, innkeeper, because I'm about to knock your socks off. God, I hate it here. Bring it on. So, right in front of you is the one and only Voy. Traveler of lands, stealer of hearts, and the most famous bard in all of Fiosa. Not only because of his immaculate talent, but also because of his good looks, might I add. I'm fairly impressed. Of course you are. Might I ask for an autograph later then? But what brings you here, Voy? As I said, I just need a breath of fresh air. A short break from the big city. Is it hard being famous? Not really, no. Maybe a little bit sometimes. He's got little tears. But making music and performing is my job, and I absolutely love it. So it's not a big deal, really. It just makes me cherish the quieter moments. Makes sense. Would it be cool if I kept you in your little familiar company for a bit? Absolutely. Make yourself at home. I hate him so much. Mood, Dal. Fucking mood. Oh, damn. We've been here for a while. Okay. A new person again? Hey, traveler. What can I get you? Oh, my God. What's his name? No, he's on TikTok. This is the guy from TikTok who runs his own little tavern. What's it called? Shit. Oh, it's Quilly. Is it just Quill? It's just Quill. It's Quill's Tavern. Quill. Oh my gosh. They put him in the game. That's so cute. Usually it's my role to ask that, but given the circumstance, I'll humor you. Well, this is my tavern. And it... Why is there a hair in my mouth? Hello. And it has come a long way. Love the color of the walls. A new coat. It's been a good few years since my last renovation. But yes, I thought it was time to accept some change into my life. Thought so. What is life if not constant changing of the self? How I missed your endless wisdom, Quincy. I can only imagine, innkeeper. You look like you might be in need of a refreshment. How about a drink? Yeah, long journey. Surprised me with something as charismatic as your little establishment. Quincy gets something better. Quincy gets something fancy. Quincy gets the 1,000 wins, the fanciest. He deserves it. We'll do this one. Here you go, liquid charisma, my specialty. This tastes magical. Seems like you've improved a good deal since last time. Practice makes perfect, after all. Indeed. So what brings you to this corner of the world? I'm looking for the feathers of a peculiar little bird. They're said to only reside in this neighborhood, or continent, rather. What bird? The golden loon. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but the golden loon? They're quite beautiful to behold. If I were you, I'd look for them near a big lake. That's where they usually hang out. But only in Visoa. Hence why I came all this way. Oh, plumage of gold, glistening in lights of day, a traveler's bold. That would be a very poetic way to greet them. Tell that to the stupid Song of Vigor Guild. They didn't like it? Nah, they don't like anything that isn't mainstream. Like subtext. But isn't that what lyrical works is all about? Pouring your heart and soul into something for others to take in? And only if you push away the layers and read between the lines will you find the true meaning? Exactly my thinking. It's just that now I'm afraid they'd laugh at me. Or remember me as the bard without a heart. All because they don't understand. You know, there's nothing wrong with being afraid. Fear can sometimes keep us safe from danger. But something to keep in mind is the fear that does not stop death. It stops life. Do you enjoy your art? Yeah. And I want others to enjoy it too. I, for one, greatly enjoyed your Golden Loon haiku. Me too. Aw, innkeeper, thank you. He's growing on me, damn it. You shouldn't base your value on whether people like what you create or not. There'll always be those who don't get it and those who find themselves in it. Do it for the people who appreciate your art. But most importantly, do it for yourself. I'm looking at you. That's one way to look at it. You know, I imagined all of this so differently. Way easier, for sure. Moving from Tirgrin, the smallest of towns, to the big city, I'd always dreamt of joining the Sov Guild. And then they promptly rejected me. But I'm Voyage, and I don't give up because of things like that. I don't need a guild to get out and share my music. All I need is me and my hagam. I have no idea if I pronounced that right. I probably didn't. We're going to leave it there. That's right. I've seen many people spend too much time giving attention to those who will never understand them. My 2 cents, live for what you believe in and allow others to make their own decisions. That's what I'm doing. Good. But unfortunately, I have to leave now. Gotta go find those loons before it gets dark. Was nice having you around, Quincy. Until next time, and don't forget, take care of yourself, innkeeper, and be safe out there, Voyage. You too. Nice guy. Yes, he's an old friend. Didn't know you do friends. Perhaps we could be friends too, innkeeper. No, that's not what we meant. Oh. Maybe one day. Damn, he really said he was chilling for a while, huh? Oh my god, I'm gonna destroy my voice. I'm gonna destroy my voice today. Welcome back. Quick, innkeep, your strongest drink. This is an emergency. What happened? It's absolutely urgent. Relationships are on the line. Not lives? Listen, innkeep, I'll tell you the story, don't worry. But you gotta be a little patient, because Baya really needs a drink first. Yes, please. What do you need? The same as last time? Oh, that one was really delicious. I'd love to taste it again, please. Got it. I'll get you something that'll make you feel sturdy as a tree bark again. Why are they together? Oh, maybe she went to the spa and something happened. Oh, no. Oh, we never looked at Voy's description. Hang on. Kin is a phantasm. He's 22. Bard, called that shit. He's from Tergrin. Chaotic good. The Arcana of the Sun. Interesting. Voy, short for voyage, is a very famous bard working in the capital. He needed a short break from all the fame and troubles being a musician comes with, and ended up here in Zenith. He is a particularly flirty fellow, though he falters when you happen to match his energy. Haha. So me. Aha, I can be flirty. Oh no, you're flirty back. What do I do? Shit, no, I need the drink. I gotta make the drink. Defense. The defensiest of defense. Do we want to do... We'll just do first snow. That's fine. Right? We just need to increase... Yeah, we'll use that again. It's fine. Everything's fine. So then I just need an extra speedy. And then defense. Boom. First no. There you go. My strongest drink to the rescue. Thank you. This is... Dots good. Oh, thank you, dragon. Thank the dragons. That pause made me so nervous. I really thought she would mess it up. Thanks for having so much faith in me, Una. You're welcome. But Baya, are you feeling better now? Yes, at least a little bit. That's good to hear. Please fill me in on the situation now. I've never seen you this upset, Baya, and you have to endure the Bloomtide Festival every year. You're right. So, I have this group of friends. They're girlfriends. We three have been inseparable for at least a few centuries. But now... Very insensitive to ask an emotionally vulnerable and sweet girl what's troubling her, innkeeper. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. It's okay. How about I tell her what's going on, Baya? So you don't have to strain yourself. Thank you. I'd rather Baya say it. I've made your voice so terrible for my throat. Okay, so sweet Baya over here has had a long-lasting group of friends, right? Right. They're a trio, inseparable for at least a few hundred years. And they're as adorable trio, might I add, the swamp monster, the banshee, and the Mari Morgan. Ah yes, the Mari Morgan, the wrathful spirit that is known to drown men. Sounds great to me. I've heard she doesn't really differentiate between genders, though. Damn, that's a problem. I'm still thinking and keep his face. Same. Yep, that's right. Anyways, the Mary Morgan and the Banshee are a couple. So I figured. Have been for a while. I recalled them coming by once or twice. But right now, how should I put it? They're in a domestic dispute. For some reason, the two have completely stopped talking to each other. They even refuse to show up to Baya's monthly tea parties, insisting they'll only come if the other isn't invited. Why? I don't know. It's like they don't like each other anymore. And soon they won't like me anymore either. That does smell like a breakup. Let's not catastrophize. I don't want my friend group to fall apart. People have always left me because I scare them. I don't want them to leave me too. Oh, I feel bad for Baya. That's the trouble in paradise. No! Now, I'm sure there won't. Say something, innkeeper. Don't worry. They've been together for so long that they must have already solved numerous arguments. They'll get through this one too. She's right. They've been through worse. But what if she is wrong? What if they do break up? What if they really leave me? I just wish there was something I could do to help them. If I might just add my 2 cents real quick. Hi, I'm Voy. That's short for Voyage. You might have heard of me before. I'm pretty famous. No. Doesn't ring any bells, sorry. Anyway. So, Baya, that's your name, right? Mm-hmm. What's keeping you from getting to know other people? Like, you seem really chill. Well, usually everyone's afraid of me. But the innkeeper has always been nice to me. I trust them. And I've known Una for a while now. Didn't she pick endangered flowers from your backyard last time you met? Yes. The bouquet was really cute. I know, right? You meet a lot of people when you travel across the lands looking for potential clients and work. And honestly, I've seen stranger creatures than her in my years as an adventurer. Baya's always real cute under all that moss and kelp. Oh. Shh. They're flirting. That's adorable. I mean, you might look a little terrifying, that's true. But maybe you just have to figure out how to get through to people. I'm sure they'd want to be your friends. I don't know about that. Usually they try to burn me. Luckily I don't scar easily. Oh, what a metaphor. Might have to use that in a new song, if you don't mind. People hurting you over and over again just because they're afraid. X is leaving you, but you always manage to get over them. It's not a metaphor. Once every few moons, people surrounded me with torches and pitchforks. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. You don't say, kid. But honestly, I know how you feel. Sometimes facing people is terrifying when you felt so different. But there's always something to love about everyone, like my handsome smile or enchanting voice. Maybe people would enjoy my spa. You run a spa? That's fantastic. Mm-hmm. Yes, you should come visit sometime, Voy. That's short for voyage. Just Voy is fine. Do you want to come too, Una? I'd love to, yes. There's nothing more soothing for old bones than a nice swamp bath. Hee hee hee. I love her. Do you get a lot of customers? No. None. Maybe I can change that. Let me advertise your spa at my next performance. I would love that. Thank you. No worries, Baya. But let's get back to your girlfriends. Innkeep, don't you know someone that could help them out? This situation is kind of tricky. They might need a mediator. I can absolutely hang up a quest for you if you want. That would be great. Thank you so much. Of course. Making my patrons happy is part of my job. Now who's the sweet talker, huh? But now I have to wait, right? Yes, unfortunately. How about you show us around your spa in the meantime? It would be my pleasure. And once we're back, there will be a solution for your two friends. No pressure. There is a millennium-long relationship on the line. Remember that. Absolutely no pressure. I'll see what I can do. Thank you. See you then, Innkeep. Yeah, see ya. Oh, I can't wait to feel how smooth my skin is after a mud mask. You think you can take my crochet hook with me? Ooh, I gotta make quest. Okay, so I gotta make... Okay. Not the spooky armor dude. No, that's not it. An unusual amount of undead? I don't think that's it. Here we go. In the riverbanks, the Shivermere hides. The Mary Morgan, a wrathful spirit prone to drown men, women, and everything in between. What else? Definitely not a crash. At least if you're cattle. No. Wrapped in roots. One's grand greatsword once belonged to her grandmother. No. Diplomat fired his entire guard. Nope. A banshee haunting the lonesome lagoon, wailing a song that will shatter your bones, hopefully hyperbole. The Marigold, Morgan, and the Banshee are a loving couple most of the time, but their current fight has their best friend Baya worried. Ayo! The Mary Morgan, known for her passion for drowning trespassers, and the Banshee, singer of bone-shattering songs in the Lonesome Lagoon, are two terrifying creatures in love. But because of a mysterious dispute, their relationship is on the line, and their best friend, the Swamp Witch Baya, would do anything to keep her friend's group from shattering. Couples counselor sorely needed. All right, and then I gotta make one more. I believe it is the diplomat one. A diplomat fired his entire personal guard and is now looking for new fighters to protect him from the dangers of a business trip. No. If I remember correctly, I had to do something with the capital. No, that's not it. I don't think it has to do with the undead. Or the ether tree. I'm not sure about this one. Maybe mainland. I have no idea if that's right. I think I got it right somehow. I don't fucking know. Political tension ensued when the canal bridge directing Diria to the mainland collapsed, especially because Spinel rhinos can't especially be held responsible. The ambassador tasked with solving this mess is a young noble, and he's worried. His worried best friend insists he is still in dire need of new personal guard, especially since the roads are unsafe for travelers lately. If those travelers are cattle, anyway. Alrighty. We have made it to day 12. It takes 2 or 3. Let's start the day. And hopefully not kill my throat anymore. Baby! Melly! Visoa's best detective duo has returned. Welcome back, Melly and Malachite. John? I'm calling him Aura now. Because he's giving you migraines? No, because he's gloomy. Of his gloomy aura, of course. The fact that he just accepts it is just a vibe. Well then, Melly, Aura, it's good to have you two back in town. I assume you were able to solve the mystery surrounding the missing familiars? Yes, with the help of my trusty assistant, I was able to figure it out. That's remarkable, I have to say. Good thing you went with her, Aura. It was a dangerous mission. Did you encounter a T-Rex? Of course not, but we were nearly burnt alive. That's not what I would have expected. You must always expect life to double-cross you. I'm glad you both made it out back in one piece. But I'm curious what was the reason behind those vanishing familiars. Do I need to worry about Andu disappearing too? How about we tell you what happened in Zoford, but only in exchange for 2 free drinks? I can see you've learned a thing or two on your first big mission. Aura taught me how to be more cunning. Oh, he blushing. Only the basics. That's your child. Aura, that's your child. I want you to know this. You've adopted this child now. There's no escape. No need to be so humble. You taught her well. What kind of drink would you like today, Melly? I want something... something that'll polish my investigative and deductive skills. A drink that'll make me even smarter than I am now, so no mysterious case like this one will ever be unsolved for me. Coming right up. Alright, let's give her some knowledge. Do we want to go smart and swift? Smart and let's do smart and charismatic. Yeah, that'll work. Because then we just need... Oh, no, wait. We need 3, so not that one. We can still do smart and charismatic, but it's got to be this one because we need 3 charisma. It's not 3 charisma, 3 knowledge. Shit, that's the wrong one. Whoops. Knowledge. I know what I'm doing, I promise. Let's see if this will make your brain cells multiply. Thank you. Let me try. Ooh, this is good. I can already feel it. I'm going to be completely unstoppable. Oh no. Oh yes. Initially, I wanted to sit this one out, but I might actually need a drink now. It would be my pleasure if it means that I get to hear your story. Also, I am longing for another one of your little secrets. Right, we made a deal. Correct. So, what will it be? Maybe something that'll help me counter her verbal attacks so that she's linguistically invincible. So the usual. All right, give me a second. I'll be right back. The same thing, I think. I hit the wrong button. Yep, same thing. Same thing. Boom. Still in training. Give a wrong drink to an adventurer. What do you mean? Rusty assistant? Rusty drink. Have you ever had a rusty drink before? No, I just figured this is what they must taste like. For a moment, I thought you shared one of your many secrets with me. Right, I guess I owe you one of those now. I have more tattoos than the one on my arm. Oh, really? Where? Wouldn't you like to know, huh? I mean, that's a secret for another drink. All right. But now, please, I'm dying to know what happened in Zoford. So, thanks to the golden feathers, we made it to the Zoford in the blink of an eye. I don't think I'd ever felt as fast in my life. It was like he had the zoomies. They helped us remain unseen, too. Thanks to your drink, we were able to sneak around the city without attracting too much attention. But those ghosts were the clue we needed. I knew we'd find something at the docks, so we made our way there. She was right. In the dead of night, just hours after we left your tavern, we spotted a peculiar dog roaming near the water. We watched as it tried to sneak onto a cargo ship. It behaved weird, undog-like. It hid behind some barrels and kept looking left and right before it started to sneak on board. I'd never seen a dog do that before. It looked like it didn't know how to be a dog. It didn't use its nose, its ears. It was just off. We watched as one of the workers noticed the dog and scared it away. My investigative senses were tingling, so we started asking around, as detectives do when they want to collect some evidence. A few people said that they had seen some animals with odd behaviors. Most of them thought they were some kind of illness like rabies, or that they were spirits disguised in animal form, sent by a sea witch. So they stayed away and minded their own business. Not very high-class detective of them, but they made them for fine witnesses. Apparently, there's something like a weekly get-together for all the town's familiars. We decided to check it out. And we managed to track down a few of the participating familiars to get more insight. It was a little tricky since none of them wanted to talk to us at first. I think they were a bit wary of strangers. It also seemed to be different for familiars who speak to people they don't know. Must have something to do with their magical abilities. But with our combined charm and charisma, Aura and I were finally able to gain the trust of one of them. And they told us something strange. They said all the familiars that went missing seemed to have been in contact with one peculiar magician. So of course we had to pay that wizard a visit. Preferably when he wasn't at home. I think that's called burglary. Finding his own address was child's play. Apparently, just ignoring that part. Apparently he's quite popular among the people of Zoford.
It just took Aura a little bit of well-executed bribery to find the mage's home.
Did you take some notes?
I did. Prepare yourself to be my next test subject, innkeeper.
Should I be scared?
Maybe. Only a little bit, though.
Very well. Your drink really did wonders. We managed to break in without anyone noticing.
It was so exciting. We snuck around looking for evidence, maybe a hidden ritualistic chamber or something like that.
And did you find one?
Sadly, no. But we found his office with the door open. Inside were a lot of books about different kinds of animals and familiars.
We figured he just loved animals, or at least needed that knowledge for something else.
As any world-class detective would, I also checked his trash can.
Sorry, I just have Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog flashbacks. Oh, that's so funny. And did you find anything?
Well,
excuse me, sorry.
Nothing that helped to solve the case. But I did find something that you'd like between all that shredded paper. It looked like a recipe for a magical drink, just like the one you serve. Ta-da!
Ooh, new drink unlocked. That's very useful.
That's what I thought. Anyways, Aura and I continued our search for clues. His office also had books about common and uncommon diseases in animals, so we kinda had a connection to the reported causes of rabies.
I thought it was a bit of a stretch, not that I could change your mind.
That wasn't all we found. Next to his desk in a small cupboard were his diaries. They were full of notes and spells that I didn't understand.
Something about transmutational magic. While she studied his diaries, I rummaged through his belongings and scrolls. I had absolutely no clue what any of them meant until I found something of interest. Detailed instructions on how to unbind a familiar to their services.
A thought began to manifest itself in my brain, though I couldn't quite grasp it yet. But somehow my instincts told me that I had all the information I needed. I just had to stitch everything together.
Kind of like what I do when I assemble quests for my patrons.
Exactly, but right when I tried getting to it, we heard the front door squeak and creak as someone entered the house.
We tried to hide, of course, but
we hadn't been quick enough with our investigation. And definitely not subtle either. The whole place looked super chaotic. The wizard immediately knew something was off.
And a potentially dangerous person on high alert is even more dangerous, so we had to be on guard.
Or I hid under the table, but I had other plans. I managed to jump on a bookshelf and wedge myself right on top under the ceiling. So I was hidden but still could see the whole room.
Good call.
I watched as the magician barged in, but he wasn't alone. He was accompanied by a lizard, a colorful bird, and a two-headed sheep.
Oh no, not one of those again.
Huh?
It's nothing. Please continue.
It was so weird. The bird didn't know how to fly, the lizard walked on two legs, and the sheep's two heads always looked in the same direction.
As if they all didn't know how to be a real animal.
Just like the dog from the docks. But now he had proof. The weird animals were definitely connected to the weird wizard. And if the wizard noticed something, he stopped and said to the animals,
"No, you three get out of here. I don't want you to get in trouble or hurt." I already had my fingers wrapped around the handle of my knife, ready to strike. I'm sure he felt my murderous intent. But it doesn't sound like he cared about those. But it does sound like he cared about those animals. That's what I thought too. As soon as they had left the room, I saw him create a ball of flames in his hand.
He was ready to strike, and I knew I had to do something. he would have done terrible things to Aura. So I meowed.
Like a cat?
Uh-huh. I pretended to be a cat. And somehow it worked even though I was wearing clothes. The wizard turned around and saw me on top of the bookshelf. His features turned from worried to soft in a millisecond, and he said, "Oh, you little rascal, how did you get in here? Did I lock you in? You must be terribly scared." And I was scared, but not for the reasons he thought. So I just meowed a second time, as you do when you pretend to be a cat. And then he said very politely, "Would you please come down here? This room isn't a place for little cats, but I can offer you a cup of milk instead." And that was a very tempting offer, so as any cat would, I answered, "No, but I would like some chocolate milk." Look at his angry face. He's so mad. He's so mad.
She's a child. Aura, you can't be this mad. She's a child.
I kind of forgot the cats don't usually speak. Needless to say, his face was priceless. But then his hand started to light up again.
I immediately knew she was in danger, so I broke every possible rule of Thea's Guild taught me and just popped up from underneath the table. That was very brave of you. Don't know if I had been so fearless. Well, I had to. The wizard turned around. He was surprised, maybe even scared, but he was also ready to fire at me. I already saw my life flash before my eyes.
Before I could even think about it, I yelled, "We know you don't mean any harm. You're just trying to protect those familiars, right?" Apparently, I hit a nerve. He stopped right in his tracks.
I took advantage of the moment and tried to explain why we were in his home in the first place. I told him everything about the quest, the familiars, the weird dog. Usually I'm not very good with words, but well, your drink definitely did what it was supposed to. I don't know how, but I think we managed to de-escalate the situation. He looked panicked before that, as if he was being chased, maybe not actually expected people to come after him.
Hearing all of the clues out of Aura's mouth kind of flipped a switch in my brain. And I could see the truth right in front of me. Suddenly everything made so much sense. I jumped down from the shelf and began my conclusion. It is clear to me that you, the accused, do not have ill intentions. However, that does not make you innocent. You're still involved in the disappearance of some familiars.
She was walking back and forth while she gave her speech. Needless to say, the wizard and I were equally confused.
You are fond of animals and as such also familiars, and while I don't know anything about magic, I have heard the term transmutational before. Who hasn't? Honestly, it's a broadly used term.
That right there was a blatant lie.
So I, the world's greatest detective, have concluded you are turning familiars into animals, or at least you're making them look like animals. You're also were accompanied by some of those turned familiars, and you cared for their safety. That means that they are here of their own free will. So by turning them into animals, you did them a favor. They wanted to be transmuted. But now their patrons and the other familiars can't reach them anymore. And they're worried that something bad happened to them. And that's why we're here. Case closed.
That's pretty impressive. And you figured out all out by yourself?
Yep. The magician was also really impressed. I totally hit the nail on the head.
I explained again that we were just here to investigate. But it was also necessary for the familiars and their friends and familiars to talk to each other. The remaining familiars wanted an explanation, as well as their former mages. The wizard already felt guilty for doing something behind their backs, of course. Turns out the familiars were unhappy in their dragon-like bodies, and much preferred feeling like real animals. But they were afraid of telling their patrons and familiar friends, so none of the remaining acquaintances knew what had happened. Of course, they expected the worst. Why else would your friend just leave you alone and disappear without a trace?
Yeah. But obviously, none of them wanted to continue on like that, so we helped set up a meeting for them to talk it out. And they did. And the magicians were very understanding, if a little sad to lose their connections. The other familiars also welcomed them with open arms, even though they were a little confused at first. They needed a while to understand why their friends wanted to be animals, but I think they got it eventually. So all in all, it sounds like a very successful quest. Absolutely. I'm glad you uncovered the truth. Me too. The magician even decided to give us something in return for helping him.
Neither of us have any use for it, so we wanted you to have it.
Don't say that. That makes it sound like it's a bad gift, and it's not.
What is it then?
It's a ring of beast storing, with a lost familiar inside of it. He found it a while ago, but its patron never showed up. We named him Renu.
Melina can't take care of it, and I have my sheepfish, Rufus.
But you have Andu, so you already know how to take care of a mini dragon.
Oh, I absolutely do. You might enjoy some company. So thank you two very much. I love him.
Look at him. I love him. I love him.
I skipped things. Shit.
But I love him. Or is it that you get lonely without him?
He's my pet. I need to take care of him. Don't worry, I'm sure Fable did a good job. Though it's nice to see how much you care for your pet. He's been my only friend since my parents died a long time ago.
Oh. Were they also eaten by zombies?
No. They were burned alive.
Oh. Oh no.
I remembered it as if it were yesterday. It was late afternoon and my parents wanted to visit the Abtican village, the adjacent village, to buy some grain. But they never returned. I wanted to look for them. But when I got to the village, every house, every barn, and even the ground was ablaze. I heard yelling, people screaming in pain, pleading for help, and my parents were nowhere to be found. A few of the survivors confirmed they had seen them earlier that day, before the fire. I later found out the perpetrator was the pretentious son of a noble family. He had a disagreement with a farmer over some payments and instead of paid a bunch of criminals to set fire to his barn. But the fire spread uncontrollably and devoured everything in its path, including innocent lives. Just like it did today.
That's awful. I'm sorry, Aura.
It's alright. I bottled all my emotions up and combined them into desire.
For a family?
For revenge.
Oh. But that sounds like a lonely desire, though. And you haven't found any friends since then?
No. The people in the Thieves Guild helped me survive, but they weren't particularly keen on friendship. So I just chose the lonely path that was meant for me.
That's not very nice of them. But now you have me.
And?
We're best friends now. And accomplices. And we can found our own guild. Like a detectives guild.
No.
Give us a few more quests and we'll be the most famous detectives in all of Hisova.
I'm quite sure of that. Ah. It's Hex again. And a good mythical morning to you, innkeeper. This time it's actually still morning. But that doesn't mean it isn't also morning somewhere else in the world as well. I'm gonna punch you. I hate him. Actual derogatory. He pisses me off. I want to punch the fucking smile off his face.
That's a really cute hat you're wearing.
Thanks.
Can I try it on sometime?
Only if you tell me your name.
A fellow master of bribery, I see. But there's nothing more you could possibly teach me. A world-class detective like me doesn't need extra lessons in bribery.
So you're a detective?
Yes. The best detective in all of Viosa. I might add. I'm Melina, by the way, but you can call me Melly.
Happy to make your acquaintance, Melly. I am Hexagon. Hex. But you can call me Hex.
Like by your last name?
No, Hex. It's short for Hexagon, obviously.
Ah.
And who's the grim-looking fellow next to you?
Oh, him? They look grouchy, but they're my world-class assistant.
Not by choice.
His name is Aura.
I'm sure it is, yes. Nice to meet you, Aura.
But I think I've gotten enough information out of me. Can I try the hat now?
That's a tricky one. You see this little star pendant on the tip of my hat?
Uh-huh.
It classifies me as a wizard of the primordial sea. A silver one, I might add, but one of the Leviathan's most trusted confidants.
Ooh.
And all of his knowledge is directly transmitted to anyone with a hat like mine. In particular, silver stars like me have access to information that, linked to the masses, would break the order of this world.
Oh, wow.
But every silver star has to go through extensive mental training. Such amounts of knowledge would drive any mortal without proper training insane.
No.
So I can't let you try on my hat without endangering your life. And I couldn't forgive myself if I were the reason Vasoya's best detective went mad. Why do I feel like he's making this shit up? I feel like he's making this shit up.
That's very honorable of you. But I, the great detective Melina, have concluded that you, Hexagon Hex, are nothing but a bad liar.
You're a great detective indeed. I fucking knew it. I honestly thought you were pretty convincing, Hex. No, I fucking didn't. Don't lie. Don't put words into my fucking mouth, innkeeper. How dare you?
Wait, did you actually believe him?
No. I just happen to know a thing or two about Primordial Sea. I've read a few books, heard some rumors, you know how it is. And I really doubt Leviathan would share his precious knowledge with a mere mortal. Nothing against you, Hex. Heh, you got me there.
I gotta say, you're really convincing.
I sure am.
Looks like even a great detective like me never stops learning. Honestly, you could have just told me no, though. I would have revealed my name even without a promising magic hat on the line.
But it's more fun this way.
I think honesty is also a very important skill to master.
Whatever you say, detective.
But Hex, what brings you here today?
Nothing really. I was just longing for another one of your drinks. You know, the kind that would flood my head with new ideas. Leave it to me. All right. Knowledge drink for the boy. Ooh, it's the new one. Let's do the Silent Owl because it's the new one.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need knowledge, strength, and speed. So that subtracts strength, so let's not do that one. That subtracts speed. That increases strength. That subtracts knowledge. No. Ooh, let's do that one. Boop. Because then we just need one of these. That's the wrong one because I'm an idiot and I got rid of the plant. I'm sorry. Let's try that again. This one, we just need one of these. One of these. Perfect. And then we need 2 of these. Ta-da! Silent Owl.
New drink acquired. There you go. That should do the trick. Huh, let's see. Ooh, I can already feel it. All the ideas, they're manifesting in my brain. Honestly, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I guess we'll have to find out. Oh, can you maybe show me a magic trick? Just to test your abilities, I mean. Well, yes, of course I can. I'm glad you asked. You know, I'm a master of fire. This is a bad idea. Don't you set my place on fire. Oh, then can you also do fire? Melly, we're gonna have a problem. I wouldn't call a fireball a mere magic trick, more like a fully fledged spell. But I can create teeny tiny flames on top of my fingertips. Like cute little candles. I want to see that. I would be advised you two to play with fire outside. A lot of my ingredients are very flammable. You'll miss the really big show then. I think I'll somehow manage to survive. And so will my inn. Or are you coming as well? I'm good. All right, Lone Wolf. You're missing out, though. Certainly. See you later. Have fun. Ayo. Innkeep. Lynn? This quest up for taking? It sure is. Why else would it be hanging on the quest board? Who asked you, thief? Oh, damn. Okay. We getting sassy up in here. All right. Are you going all by yourself? Of course. I don't do groups, but it could be quite dangerous. Diria seems to be a hotspot for danger in the moment. Do you want to come with me or what? If so, spit it out, kid. No. Fine. There's nothing this great sword can't cleave through by itself. Won't need much help. Cool. They always like that in keep? Depends on who's in the room. Ah, I see how it is. You do? Yes, of course I do. You're like a dragon. You barely know me, so it's obvious that you're reserved and not exposing any weak spots. But sometimes you gotta find the fine line between being reserved and being a tad too edgy. That. Can you stop psychoanalyzing me? No. No, we cannot. It's too fucking easy. Yes. No. Great. Not like you're right with any of your assumptions. You could always enlighten us. I'll pass, but I wouldn't mind another drink. Same as always? Yes, something, something for my aura. Gotcha. It's on the house this time. All right, let's give him some charisma. Spoken Heart's always a good one for him because he does not speak his heart. He likes to hide from it. And a little defense. Boom. It's only 8:30 and I'm losing my voice. Thanks. That's good enough. Splendid. All right, moving on. What about you, Lynn? I'd like to know more about the Chasmscape. That's the path to Diria. I mean, I haven't been there yet. Me neither, actually. Really? Do you think I'd never leave this tavern? I love him. I love him so much. Sorry. He's just a little guy on a shelf and I want to hold him. He looks so squishy. Do you have any special insights that might be useful? Not so much about the situation in Diria itself, but bits and bobs I picked up over the last few days. Enlighten me.
As you might have read, travel to Diria has become a bit of a hazard, collapsing bridges, disappearing animals, nervous diplomats. Sounds like a haven for bandits, among other things. Either way, I'll get the blue blood of Tadiria. Of course, how about a drink to aid with the undertaking? I thought you'd never ask. Any wishes? I mean, this could go either way, depends on what truly is going down in Diria. Timing might be important, being swift and smart about it. Evasion's what you call it. I might have a good infusion for that. The feather of a golden loon. A what? Oh, a rare waterfowl. Legend has it the wind still resides in its feathers, which is why they lend you its speed. Ah, intriguing. Something to be supposed to be great for evasion if it added something for the brains to it. Though I'll be dealing with a diplomat, so a little additional charisma to get me on his good side wouldn't hurt either. Definitely doable. Alternatively, to be prepared for every possible situation, something to up my defenses wouldn't be too bad. How do you feel about traveling under the blessing of the dragons? I'm all ears. With a little citron, the weapon strikes will be blessed greatly against any bandit or bridges. That sounds like something my Baba would have chosen. Not that she would have needed it. If the situation really is that dangerous, something that'll give me more protection would fit. If it comes to enough strength to strike back, that is. But being able to evade the threat by being smart and fast might be better. You know what, Innkeep? I'll leave the choice to you. I'm feeling swift and stealthy. It's making sense to me. And she brought it up first, so that's mainly why. So we definitely want the swift. I think that was the right infusion, right? Yes, okay, it has haste. So we need knowledge, 3 knowledge with 1 charisma. So 3 knowledge with 1 peak sunrise would probably be good. Oh, I do a stretch. A stretch is a great idea. My knees are starting to hurt because I'm an old lady. I'm a silly old lady. Oh, my back popped. It felt great. Yay. Thank you for the stretch, butterflies. I scooch back in. All right. We're doing this one. All right. Luckily, so we just need to add another swift to that. And then 3 knowledge. Right? Was that not right? 1. Oh. There we go. I forgot it subtracts. The feather subtracts 1 knowledge, so that I had to balance that out. Let's let wits, wind, and some kind of words guide your way. Let's. Where you headed? Diria. Some diplomat clown is in need of an aid. Needs some escorting for sorts. Aye, and keep. Is this the escort quest you've been offering? Yep. Boggin' crap, I've been meaning to take that one to earn a little bit of coin on the side. Well, I've already committed to it. And what if I tell you that I want the quest? Well, you ain't getting it. Simple. Could you stop me? Do you want me to try? I'd love you to. Come on now, just go together. Who asked you? Exactly. Your conversation is giving me a headache. The solution is as easy as it is efficient. Go together. One takes the big bads, the other the small ones. Either way, you're better prepared for a fight. If it comes to it. Listen, I'm looking to buy some materials for an important project. Materials cost exploded ever since the stars fell. I wouldn't mind a side gig. You look sturdy, like you could take a few blows, so sure. Let's do it. Let's meet tonight at the crossroads to Themis. We'll leave from there. Great. I'll head to my room and start packing. And to take a nap. Those are effective after all, huh? Oh, shush. That was great, Aura. You did so good. You're a brooding fella, aren't you? This is just who I am. This is who I am, sorry. This is who I am. Shadow. I've met fellows like you before. You're all the same. Often you got the truest hearts of gold. Can we skip the sincerity? My headache is bad enough. Oi, and keep. Rhea. Kyle keeps talking about fireworks. He's still oblivious about what actually happened. Luck's with the fools, they say. For many, it'd be easier if it had just been fireworks. He keeps blabbering about that letter. Oh? Have you opened it yet? No, but I want to. Please let me open it. No. Dreading what might be inside. I'll just say that one because I want to open it. Suddenly your lines don't sound so empty anymore. Don't think too hard about it. Think about what? Nothing. Of course not. I didn't mean to pry or anything, even though I'm very curious by nature. Good for you. I would agree. That and wanderlust is the reason why I decided to come here. To the tavern, to Zenith, to adventure. Woohoo. Thank you. I've come to inquire whether someone has already embarked on the quest to escort my dear friend to Deria. Very much so. She's sitting right here. Where? Oh, how rude of me. Of course. Hello, brave adventurer. Rhea's enough. Hello, brave Rhea. You are the one who's going to escort my dear friend? Along with Lynn. That one. Oh, Carolyn, phenomenal. I'm beyond thrilled to learn that my dear friend is going to be in such capable hands. Though, I've been wondering. Come on, spit it out. Could I perhaps join? It's totally alright if not, but this diplomat is very dear to me and feels like my duty to aid him. Can he even fight? Well, I can talk. Very well, in fact. I can fight with my words. The wolf hate it. So sure thing. Come along, lad. I'll show you some tricks. We leave at midnight. You're such a jerk. Really? How exciting. Come on, let's go. Oh, how the turntables. Me going on a very dangerous and important quest instead of merely reading about it. Seems like you're on the right path for your hero's journey. Indeed. All the stories I'll have to tell when I return, Innkeeper. I can't wait. Oh, how the turntables indeed, Giggles. Hi, friend. Farewell. See you soon. Goodbye. See you soon. I hope their quest goes well and they don't run into anything unexpected. What's on your mind? Are there any open quests left? There is one, but it involves social conflict resolution. Sure, whatever. I mean, he did just do that. He has had growth. I saw there's a tattoo on his back. I'm taking this. Isn't it a bit too soon to go on another quest? You just got back. At least have a long rest, replenish some resources. I'm good. Are you sure? No, but who cares? I do. Don't. A bit too late for that, I'm afraid. I already paid you with your story today, so get me one of those
those quest drinks. Something with a little more violence. I don't think I'll be doing that. Hiya, Fable. Hi, Mal. Hi. Yeah, never mind. Would you like a drink? Actually, I'm here for a quest. Archie told me that there was still one left, and I wanted to ask if I could take it. I love Fable so much. Good question, Fable. Ooh. See it's on me to answer it. Aura's thinking about taking the quest. Who's Aura? John, Malachite, that guy. Oh, nice name. Thank you. But if you're already taking it, I guess I'm too late. I hope you have fun. Why don't you go together? Together? Is that allowed? Of course, teamwork is the adventuring world's bread and butter. Most heroic deeds are not done alone. Life would be very lonely that way. It would be, yes, so you should go on this quest together. Combine your individual strengths to solve any problems better than you could have alone. And you would get to know each other better in the process. It's a win-win. Aura, what do you think? Would it be okay with that? I guess. Would you? I think so. It sounds fun. Cool. Ah, he's growing. It's settled then. You'll go together. If I can ask, what exactly is the quest about? Archie only mentioned there was one. It's simple. Baya is worried because the Banshee of the Lonesome Lagoon and the Mary Morgan of the Ashen Grove aren't speaking to each other. She fears the end of their relationship would also mean the end of her friendship with them. Baya is friends with the Mary Morgan? Best friends. Ah, so we need to talk to the Mary Morgan. And the Banshee. What an opportunity. I always wanted to come face to face with the embodiment of sorrow. Don't you think that's scary? No. You know what's scary? Failing relationships. Social fights are the most dangerous kind. I find them less scary than wrathful spirits. I don't know. My social anxiety is with Aura on this one. Seems like together your fears will cancel each other out. That's not how that works in Keep. I don't know enough about math to dispute that. Speaking of math-ish, how do you two want to approach this? This is not an easy task, so we must be smart about it. Do you still have any of those Fey crystals, the ones that made you fade into shadows entirely? Sure do. Good. I suggest we mix those with a hefty serving of intelligence. Then we can turn invisible and come up with a clever ruse to make them fall for each other again without them ever knowing it was us. Do you just want to avoid social interaction? Maybe. Or maybe I just remember how well being invisible served me last time. Fair enough, but I don't think that's helpful for this situation. I don't know. I feel like they should talk about their feelings. What if their feelings are that they never want to talk to each other again? Then they should talk about that too. That's not the point of the quest. I think it is. We should face the problem head on instead of trying to find a way to avoid it. I think I could do another round of charisma for this one. And maybe Innkeeper Clay mentioned having Thunder Sage? That would help us inspire other people, right? Correct. I'll admit it works a little differently for everyone, but I have no doubt you'll figure it out. Speaking of Clay, he wanted to tell you that he and Tia will make it back in time for the barbecue. Really? That's amazing. Or you should come too. We're having a barbecue at the werewolf settlement on the 31st. It'll be great fun, I think. I don't think so. Oh, all right. I have to get back to Rufus at some point. He'll need his wool coat. Right. Sheepfish. Speaking of rootfish, if you're here, Fable, where is the sheepfish? Melina picked him up. She said she's bringing him home so he has to spend less time alone. Great. Was that wrong? I told her exactly what kind of food to give him in case he gets hungry while they wait for you. No, it's fine. He likes her. They're a good match. Anyway, we should hurry. So you don't miss your barbecue. You're right, innkeeper. Can you help us pick the right approach? We're definitely going with the charisma one. We're doing charisma in inspire. Definitely going charisma in inspire. Which one was the inspiration? Honeyflower. That one. Inspiration. So we need honeyflower. Okay, and then... So we want that, and then we need high charisma. Or not, yeah, high charisma. So I guess it doesn't matter which one. It just needs to be a charisma that has +3. Yeah, that'll work. And events. Boom. I think a direct approach is the better choice. After all, honest communication is important, right? Would you say so? Very much so. And you? I think honesty is the best approach to any situation, including this one. Agreed. I think the only question left is, where should we start? The Ashen Grove is closer. And you already know where to find the Mary Morgan. You do? Yes, I've encountered her before. So she'll remember you? Useful. I hope not. Last time she tried to drown me. Oh, I see. It was pretty embarrassing. I know the way to the Banshee too. It might be smarter to start with the one further away, work backwards and all. That makes sense. Let's do that. Good, but we should prepare first. The journey to Boris won't be easy. You're right. We should leave tomorrow morning. We should. Wonderful. Glad to know that you'll actually rest between quests, Sora. If I must. You went on a quest with Melly, right? How was it? Fine. Reminded me of my parents. Are they... well? They're dead. Ah. Burned to death. I'm sorry. That's horrible. That's life. It shouldn't be. How old were you when you lost them? 7. Oh, wow. That must have been really scary. It was. Fine. Doesn't sound fine. Oh, he had little tears. Fable, give him a hug. When I was 7, I ran into a vine-spiked boar while searching for friendly rocks. It chased me through the forest for almost an entire hour. First, I thought I was going to die. Then I was sure I was never going to step foot outside again. But then they found me crying. My family hugged me so tightly they dried up all my tears. And when I sat in my room frozen in fear, we danced and played board games until I forgot I was even scared. I can't imagine not having that. Cool. Great story to tell, Fable. Great story to tell, Fable. My family's dead. I can't imagine not having my family. Fable, what the fuck? Please don't say fine. Scary. Really scary. I waited at home by myself for 2 whole days. I thought the shadows were going to eat me at some point. And when I finally was brave enough to leave, it was too late. You know it wasn't your fault, right? I know I never want to feel that scared again. But it's fine, because I fixed it. Fixed it? How?
by taking revenge on the language who caused their death. A popular approach these days. Xanaphi would agree.
Did it make you feel any better?
Yeah, sure. It was just a natural part of my journey, following the path of darkness. It's my destiny.
Missouri is nobody's destiny.
She's right. You shouldn't confine yourself to sadness just because of that's what you're used to. Besides, the innkeeper always says you can choose your own destiny. And I decide our destiny is to bring these two lovebirds back together, at least for now. I think I need to go prepare for our treacherous journey ahead. She'll be worried senseless otherwise. Let her know you'll be back. I might not be. Don't be like your parents. Damn. Innkeep, what the fuck? That was a dick move. That was a dick move. Do you think I should go after them? I think sometimes we need a bit of time to feel our feelings by ourselves before we feel comfortable enough feeling them in front of other people. That's a no, right? Give him a moment. You'll have plenty of time to be there for him when you're trying to play matchmaker for the undead. Right. We have to do that. Which is fine. I'll be fine. The Mary Morgan probably doesn't even remember me. And if she does, I can just run, or hide, or cry. No matter what, you won't be alone. I can't tell Aura how afraid I am. It'll be so embarrassing. If you want to be there for him, you should also let him know when you're scared. It's only fair. I don't want to burden them with my problems. Being a burden every once in a while is part of the wonderful experience of being loved. Your friends appreciate it when you trust them enough to let them help you. Because when you care for people, you're willing to put in a little work to make them smile. But you already know all this, don't you? I do, but it's just so much harder to keep in mind when it comes to myself. Thank you, Innkeeper. It's all thanks to you. That isn't true. I've been trying to help you the best I can, but you're the one who actually has to change. And I'm proud of how far you've come. Let's call it teamwork then. Let's. Anytime. Can I stay for a little longer? I think I need a bit more time before I can face my fears. Always, Fable. Thank you. Hey, Lynn. Morning. It's not morning. Did I sleep that long? No, it's still the same day. Ah, that makes more sense. Not morning, Elfie. Not morning. How did you sleep? Not much. I think your drink made me restless. Archie said you're going on a quest? Yeah. Rhea and I will be escorting some rich language to Diria. Be a little nicer, please. He's Archie's friend. Sorry. We'll be escorting some rich idiot to Diria. He's Archie's friend? I see. That's why he was so excited. 'Cause his friend's leaving? Must be really craving some peace and quiet. Oh, no. He's excited because they get to travel together. What? Right, she doesn't know. He said he's coming along. Since when? Rhea invited him. Great. It's a bit too late. Is it too late to back out? Yes, don't be a coward. Fine. But I'll need another drink. That would be rather difficult. I already gave you a drink tailored to your quest, and my boosts shouldn't be mixed so irresponsibly right before an adventure. So I'm just supposed to deal with this headache by myself? Yes. Very helpful. Thank you. You're welcome. Do you think something exciting will happen on your quest? We'll see.
I've got a good feeling about it.
You reckon I'm gonna slay another guardian?
Maybe. That'd be intense, right? What kind would you like to fight this time?
Not sure. I feel like I already met the one I was looking for. What could be a greater fight than slaying a wyvern chimera?
You're right. I think that means it's time to befriend the Realm Keepers now.
Wouldn't that be something?
Which one would you like to meet the most?
Gaia. Can't think of a greater honor than that. You?
Gaia as well, but I feel like I should pick someone else for balance. Cassiopeia, maybe? I'd love to ask her how she's doing right now. Maybe give her a hug.
You'd be the type to give a dragon a hug.
What does that mean?
That you're very lovely, I think. Something like that. So, fellow dragon enjoyer, who would you pick? No repeats. Leviathan. Why? You like snakes?
I do. I also enjoy elemental magic and swimming and chaos.
I chose correctly. What was that last one?
Don't worry about it. Swimming.
Right. But I suspect your quest will have its merits even if you don't meet any of the Realm Keepers.
That's true. I bet you and Rhea will have a lot of to talk about. You can teach Archie more about adventuring.
I'm not so sure about that.
You're a great teacher. I've learned so much from you already just by being your friend. Like how you say what I really mean. How to say what I really mean. I'm still working on it, obviously, but I feel so much better when I'm being honest about what I want.
You've been getting a lot better at it.
Thank you. And Melly loves practicing with you too. She says she wants to ask Rhea to build her a great sword of her own.
So a regular sized dagger? Teaching someone to hold a sword is one thing. Guts and bravery are something else. Not sure I can teach Archie something I'm still practicing myself.
You can always practice together.
Yeah. Speaking of practice, you going on a quest too, Elfie?
I am. Aura and I are going to fix the Banshee and the Mary Morgan's relationship.
Is that sneaky Twister's new name?
It is.
Ain't you scared of the Mary Morgan?
Only a little. Okay, maybe a lottle.
A lottle?
Do you think she's going to drown me, or do you think the Banshee will? Maybe they'll reunite through the teamwork of drowning me.
Probably not. I think you'll probably find some wacky-ass heck solution that no person in the history of dragonkind would have ever thought of. Like being kind or whatever.
I'd like that.
I mean, that is how she saved, how they saved her uncle. And if all else fails, you've always got an insane air echo by your side to pull you out of the water, if he can swim.
He's sane.
Is he?
Well, mostly I think he's sad, and sadness can make people feel a lot of intense things. Like fear or anger or nothing at all. Anything that isn't sadness. It's easy to lose yourself in that, but there's always a way out, if you're looking.
Mm-hmm. You taking that sheepfish thing along?
Maybe. I think he might let him stay with Melina, so she isn't so alone. Or so he isn't at risk of losing him. Probably both. Not a bad idea. Would hate for her to be all alone while you two are going chasing ghosts.
Maybe we can send Grace over to check up on her.
Or Hex.
No. Guess if you're going with whatever the Drake's his name is, you'll finally be able to ask him about his cheesecake recipe.
Cheesecake recipe? Melina messaged he had a good one. I thought maybe he could show me how to make it.
That sounds like a great idea.
Ask him. You can use my kitchen if you want to. Really? That would be amazing. I'll ask him. Maybe.
Andu will be waiting for you. because Andrew's the trash can in case they mess up. On a completely different note, Lint, what happened to those undead snails you wanted to check in on? Well, they're slow, ain't they? Still got a little time to stick around. So you'd say you like it here? It's not too bad here. Thought maybe I'd even bring my cousin a souvenir. Hands off my trinkets. I ain't that Echo. I'll get her something from a market or the elf settlement. And maybe I'll bring you something back from her farm, Elfie. You mentioned you'd love to try planting some ghost berries. Either way, I'll stop by sooner or later. Don't want to risk her turning into a werewolf and moving house. Huh. Huh. No, but seriously, if any more of my family members turn into dragon-forsaken werewolves, I'll be joining the Van Helsings.
Still don't know if they kill werewolves.
Don't care.
Do you think I could come with you? When you go, I mean. I could gather the ghost berries myself, and I know a lot about snails.
You should. You've got away with our family members. And the snails would love you. I have to agree, you'd probably make it a chaotic mess, but...
A fun chaotic mess.
Yeah. Seems like you guys did end up forming a party after all. Shut up. Okay.
Anyway, it's late. I think I should go back to the settlement and catch some rest. Carolyn, do you want to come with? We can stop by the werewolf settlement and say hi to Mr. Dragon. Or bye.
Ain't sure I got any tips for you in return, but I can listen to you worrying.
Yeah, you're good at that. Do you want to come too, Innkeeper? I'm afraid Andu doesn't do well in civilization or alone. Especially not alone. But I'll eagerly wait your stories. I have a feeling the tavern itself, we are all on the theory that Innkeep is a fae. They have a familiar. They trade in stories and other stuff. They don't use money. And they don't leave the tavern. It's their grotto. We'll return with plenty. I'm counting on it. Good night, Lynn. Good night, Fable.
Night.
Good night.
Alrighty, that was day 11 and 12 of Tavern Talk. Boy howdy, was it a mistake to make voice to interlude. Ooh, we're not starting another day. I do not have another hour of voice in me to do another day, as much as I would love to. I can literally feel my voice cracking. But yeah, that will definitely end it there for the night. What was I gonna say? Oh, I just realized actually this today at work that I have a long weekend this upcoming week, so might do an afternoon stream on Friday depending. I have family coming into town visiting, so that will be on the fence. So might have an extra Tavern Talk stream on Friday. That'll be tentative. Regardless, we will still be back to Banishers on Friday. And then, not Friday, on Saturday. And then more gaming related on Sunday, of course. And then back here Monday for more Tavern Talk. Though next time I'm going to make tea to drink while I'm playing, because I'm literally losing my voice right now. Anyway, on that note, as we end our Tavern Talks, we always like to end with a little note of encouragement and words of affirmation. Your boundaries are worthy of respect. Never forget that. You have those boundaries for a reason, and you deserve for people to respect them. But that is all, my friends. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your night. Bye-bye.